Do you want to discuss your stronghold? I want you to go check on your stronghold and talk to the foreman, Durbul Grow Rush, to make sure everything is going as planned. Rethan Manor is being built on the Odai Plateau. If you follow the Odai River south of Balmora, you should see construction to the southwest after the wood bridge. I will mark it on your map. Just go talk to Durbul Grow Rush at the site of your new stronghold. There is no need for you to get another construction contract.
You're not what I expected. You've earned my trust. You hear about the... I'm the foreman here at Rethan Manor. I keep the workers in line and make sure the job gets done.
May you eat well and fight well. You are the outlander who claims to be the Nerevarine. You'll find no welcome here, I'm afraid. We know about the prophecies. Our Ashkan and Gulakan say they are foolish superstition. There will be trouble if you speak with them. Perhaps you should speak to our wise woman, Manirai. Mola Gamur is an empty wasteland of rocky hills, steep ravines, lava pools, and barren ash pavements.
You are the outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. What do you want? Nobody cares about that. You just make us tired. Go away. Why do you bother us? We don't like you. Go away. You are the outlander, the one who thinks he's the Nerevarine. Go away. We want nothing to do with you. May you carry fire in your heart and wind in your hair, outlander.
I am Manirai, wise woman of the Erebenim Sun. You are the outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. Do you need my services, or do you seek my counsel? I am Manir. You wish to be named Erebenim Sun Nerevarine? Never. Not while Ashkan Ulath Pal and his war-loving Erebenim Sun live. They all hate outlanders and are proud and haughty, and will never suffer an outlander to rule them. If you would be Nerevarine of the Erebenim Sun, you must kill Ulath Pal and his supporters, the Gulakans Ahaz, Ranabi, and Ashu Ahi. Then you must help me make peace-loving Erebenim Sun Gulakan Han Amu our Ashkan. Ashkan Han Amu could then name you Nerevarine Erebenim Sun. But before anything else can be done, you must first eliminate Ulath Pal and his supporters. Then you should come speak with me, and we will discuss further how you might be named Erebenim Sun Nerevarine. Under the previous Ashkan, Hanamu's father, Iranamu, the Erebenimsun grew bold and arrogant, confident in their strength of arms. Now Ashkan Ulathpal and his champions have become cruel and violent, and our people live in fear. I am of the peace-loving Erebenimsun, and I wish that Iranamu's son Hanamu might become our new Ashkan. But we are weak, and Hanamu could never challenge Ulathpal, let alone all his supporters. I am of the peace-loving Erebenimsun. We only wish to live and hunt as we have in the past, and do not wish to anger our neighbors by raiding and warfare. But Ashkan Ulathpal and his supporters are strong and sure of themselves. They have grown rich by raiding and fighting, and they will not be ruled by the counsel of their wise woman. Ulathpal is always in his yurt, protected by his bodyguard, Gulakan Ahaz. I am just a weak woman, and I'm sure you would know best, but I would kill Ahaz first, the weaker of the two, and if I had secret magics and powers, I would use them to preserve me while I defend against two enemies at once. You are the outlander who claims to Nobody cares about that. You just make us tired. Go away. May you eat well and fight well.
You are the outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. What do you want? The Nords of Skyrim are the ancient enemies of the Dunmer. In the time of the prophet Veloth, the Nords invaded our lands and drove us out of the good places. Later we grew strong and cunning, and we came down and slew them, and took our land back. Since then, we have kept our land free of the Nords, but they are always scheming to return and steal our good places. I have nothing to say to you. I despise you and your kind. Go away. Very well. This problem has an easy solution.
There is no escape. There is no escape.
May you carry fire in your heart and wind in your hair, outlander. You have slain one of my people. You must pay with your life.
There is no escape.
May you carry fire in your heart and wind in your hair, Outlander. You are the Outlander who claims to be. We know about the prophecies. Our Ashkan and Gulakan say they are foolish superstition. There will be trouble if you speak with them. Perhaps you should speak to our wise woman, Manirai.
You are the Outlander who claims to be the We know about the prophecies.
May you carry fire in your heart and wind in your hair, Outlander. You have slain one of my people. You must pay with your life.
There is no escape.
You are the Outlander who claims to be. We know about the prophecies. Our Ashkan and Gulakan say they are foolish superstition. There will be trouble if you speak with them. Perhaps you should speak to our wise woman, Manirai.
Yes, Outlander. Do you need my services, or do you seek my counsel? Now, with Ashkan Ulathpal and his supporters dead, we may consider the Nerevarine prophecies and how you might be named Erebenimsun Nerevarine. Now, with Ulathpal and his supporters out of the way, it is a simple matter to be named Nerevarine of the Erebenimsun. All you need to do is persuade Gulakan Han Amu to become the Ashkan of the Erebenimsun. Seek him out in his Gulakyurt. Be prepared, however. Han Amu is not the material one would choose when looking to make an Ashkan. He may be difficult to persuade. Han Amu is the son of our former chief, Iran Amu, but he is nothing like his father. His birth gives him a strong claim to lead the tribe, but of the many virtues required by an Ashkan, he lacks only 3 things: strength, courage, and wisdom.
You are the outlander who claims to be the... We know about the prophecies. No matter what Manirai says, I'm not interested. I don't want to be Ashkan. Yes, I recognize it. Ranabi wore that robe, the robe of Erur Dan the Wise. It was handed down to Ranabi through his family. But what has that to do with my wanting to be Ashkan? Thank you. Your lesson is clear. It is the robe that gives wisdom and counsel, and it is the idea of the robe that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who wears the robe, the Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. This is a sobering lesson, and I must give it thought. I don't care what Manirai says. I don't want to be Ashkan. Yes, I recognize it. Ahaz wore that amulet. Sanit kills Heart of Fire. Ahaz had it from his father, and Ahaz's father had it from Kinitu Nila, and Kinitu Nila had it from Sanitkil, a great witch warrior. But what has that to do with my wanting to be Ashkan? Thank you. Your lesson is clear. It is the amulet that gives courage in battle, and it is the idea of the amulet that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who wears the amulet, the Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. This is a sobering lesson, and I must give it thought. Everyone says these prophecies are nothing more than superstition. You have killed Ulath Pal and his supporters, so you killed them just because of these prophecies? You are mad. I tell you, I am not the Ashkan, and I do not want to be Ashkan. Yes, I recognize it. It is the war axe of my father, the war axe of Eran Amu. Ulath Pal had it from my father, and carried it as Ashkan. But what has that to do with my wanting to be Ashkan? Thank you. Your lesson is clear. It is the axe that gives strength in war, and it is the idea of the axe that gives confidence to the tribe. But it is the Ashkan who bears the axe, the Ashkan who accepts responsibility for the safety of the tribe, who holds the fate of the tribe in his hands. Now, with Ulath Pal dead, I hold the fate of the tribe in my hands, and I must accept that responsibility. Thank you for your lesson. I shall be Ashkan of the Erabinim soon, and I shall name you Nerevarine. Thank you. I promise that, as Ashkan, I shall do my best to amend the dark reputation of the Erabenim Sun, and as my first action as chief, I now name you Erabenim Sun Nerevarine, champion of the Erabenim Sun, and protector of the people. You must also go to wise woman Manirai and get from her the seizing of the Erabenim Sun, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be assigned to all Dunmer that the Erabenim Sun have named you Nerevarine. Yes, you are Erabenim Sun Nerevarine, champion of the Erabenim Sun, and protector of the people, and so shall you be known to all the Ashlander tribes. This is Erabenim Sun camp. I shall always be grateful, Nerevarine. I will try to be a good Ashkan to the Erabenim Sun.
So, you are called Nerevarine, and Hanamu is now our Ashkan. Many changes, many changes. Well, now you are the Erabenim Sun Nerevarine. Now perhaps we shall see what that means. You have persuaded him to accept his responsibilities. Now we will see if he grows in wisdom and becomes a good and wise chief like his father. I have no counsel, Nerevarine. We are both traveling in the dark. So Hanamu has accepted his responsibilities as Ashkan and has named you Erabenim Sun Nerevarine. Congratulations. And I must also give you the seizing of the Erabenim Sun, a tribal heirloom that ought to be held by our chosen champion as a token that we have named you Nerevarine. Now that we have an Ashkan, perhaps the peace-loving Erabenim Sun can grow to be a prosperous tribe again. With Tyr, take this enchanted token of the Erabenim Sun, that all may know that we have named you Nerevarine and champion. Yes, I have given you the seizing, an enchanted token of the Erabenim Sun, that all may know that we have named you Nerevarine and champion. These dreams are the sendings of the Sharmat Dagoth Ur. They are evil sendings, black lies. Do not listen to these dreams, or they will drive you mad.
So, you are called Nerevarine, and Hanamu is now our Ashkan. Many changes, many changes. We were told these prophecies were foolish superstition, but you have made many changes here. Now we think maybe these are not foolish superstition. Maybe you are something special. Maybe we can hope for something better. So, you come all this way to ask us about the trade goods wanted among the Zainab. Well then, this is a very easy matter. Trade goods we have in plenty. What, does the Outlander think we are savages? Because we do not have the things the settled people have? Big buildings, heavy furniture? We have no use for this trash. And do we need to dress ourselves in foolish clothes and stand about with fancy weapons to feel like men? Ha! But of course you do not know the Ashlanders. It is not your fault, Outlander. Our tribe has a permanent settlement at Zainab Camp. The village of Voss is to the northeast. We heard rumors. Some Outlander says he is the Nerevarine. So you are that Outlander? What do you say to that, eh? Is that all true? That is a very interesting ring. It is part of the story of Nerevar, the ring, moon, and star, that none may wear but Nerevar himself. You should talk to Ashkan Kaushad. The Ashkan is very curious about this Outlander who claims to be the Nerevarine. Our trader, Asher Dan, has his yurt with the Ashkans and the Gulakans' yurts.
You come to us, Outlander? You ask us about the trade goods wanted among the Zainab? We are just the women. No one listens to us. But since you ask...
So, you are the Outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. You are welcome to our hospitality, but you must tell us, how can an Outlander be the Nerevarine? So, you are the... Yes, we know of the prophecies. We know there are many prophecies, all of them mysterious and obscure. Our wise woman, Sonumu Zabamat, has told her chief all about these prophecies and given her interpretations. A certain day to uncertain parents. The curse of flesh before him flies. In caverns, dark Azura's eye sees and makes to shine the moon and star. Standard prophet talk, voices and verses. Very interesting. But true? Who can tell? We have heard the rumors. We know you to be the outlander who claims to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies. But teach us, how could an outlander be the Nerevarine? Ho, ho, excuse me. Do not think me rude. But seriously, do you believe this story yourself? I mean no offense, but you must admit, you are an outlander and completely ignorant of our ways. How could you ever be our war leader? What sensible Ashkan would ever choose you to lead the tribes? Ho, ho. Very well. A vampire named Calvario has taken refuge in nearby Nerano ancestral tomb. If you are as worthy as you say you are, it should be a small matter for you to dispose of this vampire. There, you have your task. Now perhaps you would leave me in peace for a bit? Nerano ancestral tomb is to the north, but you are a stranger and may get lost. Listen, go west from our camp until you reach the mountains, then turn north and follow the mountains, keeping them on your left. When you pass the ruins of Nenchu left, keep your eyes to the east, looking for an entrance flanked by 2 trees on the western slope of a hill in the center of the Grazelands. That will be Nerano ancestral tomb. Welcome, Outlander. Dead. Well then, perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps you should be the Nerevarine. Well, so you killed the vampire Calvario. Ahem. Well, I will be happy to acknowledge you as Zainab Nerevarine. But it is customary for one seeking an honor from the Ashkan to offer the Ashkan a generous gift as a mark of respect. Because you are an outlander and do not know our customs, I will do you the great favor of naming the gift I wish to receive, a high-born Telvanni bride, a pretty one, plump with big hips to bring me many sons. Where will you find a high-born Telvanni bride? That is simple. You should visit high-born Telvanni lords and inform them that Ashkan Kaushad of the lordly Zainab would do them the honor of making their daughter his bride. Surely many Telvanni lords would be honored to receive such an offer. Consider carefully the many daughters offered, and choose for me the finest. Take counsel with my wise woman, Sonumu Zabamat. She knows my mind well in such matters. Travelers are always welcome here, Outlander. All that is required is that you speak and act with courtesy, and you share your news of the outside world to pay for your hospitality, for a wise chief keeps himself informed about events. Greetings, Outlander. Thank you for sharing these tales and rumors. For our part, we have little news. We hear other tribes are troubled by blight storms and monsters, but we are the mighty Zainab, and such things do not bother us. When I have my high-born Telvanni bride, then I shall name you Nerevarine. There are preparations to make for my marriage, but everything will be ready when you return with my high-born Telvanni bride. Everyone knows the people who worship Mehrunes Dagon have returned to Indoranion. It is none of our business, and they are very unpleasant if disturbed. They stay in the dark and do not bother us or our herds.
You wish to ask me about the trade goods wanted by the Zainab. Ask, and I shall answer. Kaushad wants a Telvanni bride, eh? No high-born Telvanni would wed an Ashlander, but I have a plan. Go to my friend Savali Main, slave mistress of the festival slave market in Tel Arun, and tell her you need a pretty Dunmer slave to pose as a Telvanni lady. Then Savali Main will tell you what clothes to buy, and will dress her like a high-born Telvanni. Then escort the pretty slave to Zainab camp and present her to Ashkan Kaushad as a high-born Telvanni bride. He won't know the difference. Savil Imain is the slave mistress of the festival slave market in Tel Arun. The market is on the northwest side of the village. That's where you'll find her. Tel Arun is the wizard's tower and village of the Telvanni Archmagister Gothram. Let me mark it on your map. Travel cross-country to the southeast until you reach the water. Tel Arun is on an island in Zafrabel Bay, a long swim from shore. From the Dunmer stronghold Indoranion, go south. From Sadrith Mora, Tel Arun is due west. From Tel Fir, Tel Arun is north. Here's another landmark. Kiralis' ancestral tomb is on the mainland near the bay. Tel Arun is the second island southeast from this tomb. He is a clever Ashkan and a very great man. He is not a modest man. He is very proud and conscious of his rights and honors. It is fortunate for our tribe that he heeds the counsels of his modest and loyal wise woman.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
My name is Falura Lervu, Sarah. If you wish to purchase me, you must speak to Savile Emain.
All right, I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
Welcome, Outlander, to the Festival Slave Market, the finest slaves in Vardenfell. I'm Savile Emain, and I know we have the slave for you. Welcome, Sarah, to the Festival Slave Market, the finest slaves in Vardenfell. I'm Savile Emain, and I know we have the slave for you. Are you looking for standard household slaves, Sarah, or are you looking for something special? You need a slave to pose as a high-born Telvanni lady? Sweet Alma, that's Sonumu Zabamat and her cunning plans. I do have the slave you want, Falura Lervu, a pretty Dunmer girl. But first you must get an exquisite shirt, an exquisite skirt, and exquisite shoes to dress her in. Go get these exquisite clothes and bring them to me, and then we will discuss a price for her. Welcome, Sarah, to the Festival Slave Market. Where can you get exquisite clothes? Tell Mora, Elinyon the Clothier. She has some very nice things. Welcome, Sarah, to the Festival Slave Market. Good. These clothes are perfect. Hold on to them. You'll give them to her when you've bought her. But I need a little more time to coach Falura Lervu to play the part of a high-born Telvanni lady. I know just the thing we need. Go get a bottle of Telvanni bug musk perfume. Try Bildrin Araleth the apothecary here in Tel Arun, or Jolda the apothecary in Tel Mora. That will make Falura Lervu completely irresistible. Go! Hurry!
I don't think we've been introduced, Outlander. How can I help you? At your service.
Welcome, Sarah, to the Festival Slave Market, the finest slaves in You have the Telvanni bug musk? Excellent. No, don't give it to me. You'll give it to her when you have bought her. Now, let me tell you my price. For this superb specimen, skillfully coached to play her part in your little scheme, I am pleased to accept from you the modest sum of 1,200 drakes, and I only offer you this special price out of my friendship for Sonumu Zabamat. Of course, but don't take too long. I'm sure I could sell her for twice. You drive a hard bargain, but I like to see a happy customer. I'll accept your offer, and thank you for your custom. Now here's the key to her cage. I've removed her slave bracers. When you're ready, you should speak to Falura Lervu and explain to her that she is to follow you back to Zainab camp to meet her future husband, Ashkan Kaushad. Are you looking for standard household slaves, or are you looking for something special? Yes, Sarah? I am yours. Now I cannot wait to meet my bridegroom. Yes, Sarah. Falura Lervu of Velothus Haven, daughter of Andrano Lervu, Lord of Tel Lervu, pleased to make your acquaintance. See? Savile Emain has taught me well. I shall be a high-born Telvanni lady, and no one will know the difference. Just like a lady. I admit, I am a little anxious about marrying an Ashlander, even an Ashlander chief. But anything is better than being a slave, and I am very tough and smart, and determined to make the best of my chances. But Savile Emain said you wanted to give me something. Some presents. Oh, Sarah, these clothes, they are divine! Such a perfume! Only the very rich can afford this. I shall do everything I can to please you and my new master. That is, my gracious lord and husband-to-be. Come, I am so excited, I cannot wait. Let us travel together to Zainab camp and meet this Zainab lord. You are the Nerevarine, but you are an outlander. How can that be? Such wonders in the world. Before I was a slave. Now I am a companion of the Nerevarine and the bride of a Zainab chief. Are you ready now for me to accompany you to Zainab camp? Very well. Now you and I will travel together. When we have arrived in the Ashkan's yurt at Zainab camp, we will speak further about my new bridegroom. Hey, wait for me! I have you! Hey, wait for me! 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 Rah! Yes, Sarah. We travel together to Zainab camp. When we arrive there, we will speak further about my new bridegroom. Hey, wait for me! 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 Thank you.
Greetings, Outlander. Have you returned with my Telvanni bride? This is my new bride. I am very pleased with your gift. Though she is not so generous in the hips as I would like, I promise to make her a happy bride, and to do her honor as a high-born Telvanni lady. And as I have said, I will now name you Zainab Nerevarine, war leader of the Zainab, and protector of the people. I must also give you the Zainab Thong, an enchanted heirloom of the tribe, which shall be assigned to all Dunmer, that the Zainab have named you Nerevarine. Yes, I have named you Zainab Nerevarine, and we will listen with interest for tales of your exploits. I do not like to boast, but my people call me a champion. Yes, dead, you told me. My hearing is quite good, and my memory. I have named you Zainab Nerevarine, and given you the Zainab Thong.
Yes, Sarah? Thank you, Sarah. I am very pleased with Ashkan Kaushad. He is good-looking, clever, and rich, although a bit full of himself, like all men. Thank you for being my matchmaker and benefactor, and I hope you will return to visit when I have brought many fine sons and daughters to Ashkan Kaushad. We Zainab make everything we need. We do not need things from outsiders, but our men get common diseases and blight diseases when they go out hunting or tending the herds. They are sometimes gone for long times and cannot return all the way back to camp to be cured by the wise women. The settled people bottled magics that cure common disease and blight disease. As I have said, those are the trade goods we would want. I am Falura Lervu, bride of the Ashkan Kaushid of the Zainab Ashlanders. You wish to ask me about the trade goods wanted by the Zainab. Ask, and we have heard that our chief has named you Zainab Nerevarine. We are surprised, but our chief is wise, and we trust his judgment. Perhaps some good will come of this. We are living in strange times, Outlander. The voices that speak in dreams say the sleeper awakes. Dagoth-Ur stirs beneath Red Mountain, and ha! You do not need my counsel, Nerevarine, but I will give you the words of my dream. When the Nerevarine goes to Red Mountain to face Dagoth-Ur, he carries the hearts of his kin with him. Whose hearts? Whose kin? Who knows? Who knows who speaks in my dreams? I sell potions and spells, charms and marvels, and I can teach some of what I know if you can pay. So you come to ask me about the trade goods wanted by the Zainab. Perhaps I should ask you why you want to know, but perhaps I already know why. The Mage Lord Master Arion is shrewd. We need more cure common disease and cure blight disease potions. Our men travel long distances. There are 16 common diseases: Outlander, Rock Joint, Hell Joint, Whitbane, Chills, Serpiginous Dementia, Green Spore, Dampworm, Rust Chonker, Droops...
So, you come all this way to ask us about the trade goods wanted among the Zainab. Well then, this is a very easy matter.
I shall be your guide to the 7 trials on the path of... You must go to Ahamusa camp. I have heard the Ahamusa are in a pitiful way, and that they do not have an Ashkan. In this case, the wise woman may be acting as the chief of the tribe, and perhaps she can speak for the tribe to name you Ahamusa Nerevarine. You are Hortator of House Telvanni. You have fulfilled that part of the You have been named Urshilaku Nerevarine. You have fulfilled one part of that prophecy, but you must be named Nerevarine by all 4 Ashlander tribes, Urshilaku, Ahamusa, Zainab, and Erebenimsun, before you have fulfilled. The Ahamusa of the Grayslands are mild and peace-loving. The wise woman of the Ahamusa, Sinamu Mirpal, is also their Ashkan. I shall be your guide to the 7 trials on the path of the Nerevarine. Ask, and I shall answer with Azura's blessing. Who are you? What do you want? Ahamusa camp is on the northeast, the farthest tip of Vardenfell Island, north from Telmora, near old Daedric ruins of Al-Daedroth. Tell me what you have found, you who have seen in my visions. Have you found the White Guar? These dreams are the sendings of the Sharmat Dagoth-Ur. They are evil sendings, black lies. Do not listen to the... Do you come to claim the name of Nerevarine? Then you want to speak to the wise woman, Sinamu Mirpal. But first, you must show respect and speak to one of our Gulakans. You will find them in their yurts. They will speak with you. No! We have not done this thing. The ones you are looking for are Emul Ran and Kashtes Ilaber. They are outcasts, belonging to none of our tribes. You should be able to find them south of here, along the water's edge. May you bring them swift justice. We are the Ahemusa Ashlanders. We are people of peace, gentle people. We herd our guar and trouble no one, but things are very bad for us now. Very bad. Soul sickness, blight storms, blight-sick animals, blight monsters come down from Red Mountain, kill our men, eat our herds, bring disease and famine. We have no Ashkan, and our Gulakans are feeble warriors. Things are very bad for us.
We have heard some say you are the Nerevarine. For a long time, the Ashlanders have heard of the Nerevarine prophecies. Perhaps some would say the Ahemusa are bitter, but talk gives us no comfort. You must forgive us. Perhaps these are great days. Perhaps the prophecies are fulfilled. But to the Ahemusa, all we know is that hunger and disease stalks us, and monsters prey upon us. A hero reborn may be a wonderful thing, but it means little to us. Unless we have a safe place. If you have come to steal, we have nothing, Outlander. Speak to the wise woman Sinnamumirpal. She is our leader. Please, do not speak to me about prophecies. We need help right now. Who are you? What do you want?
I've heard of an Outlander who seeks to fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies and to be named Nerevarine. Are you that Outlander? I have heard of an Outlander who seeks to fulfill... I know the prophecies. I know an Outlander, clan friend of the Ursulaku, has done great deeds and claims to fulfill those prophecies. Are you that Outlander? And why are you here? The Ahemusa have no Ashkan. I am the wise woman of the Ahemusa, and I speak for the tribe. I will examine your proofs, and you will tell me your story. And if I am satisfied according to custom, and with reference to the prophecies, I will name you Ahemusa Nerevarine. But there will be a price. The Ahemusa need a safe place, and you will provide that safe place. In seasons past, when threatened, the Ahemusa could take shelter in the ruins of Ald Daedroth. But now the priestess Hlureni Indavel has come and restored the Daedric shrine, and worshippers of Sheogorath dwell there, protected by terrible sorceries and summonings. First, you will go to Ald Daedroth and make it safe for the Ahemusa. Then you will return, and I will accompany you there. And if Ald Daedroth is a safe place for my people, then I will name you Nerevarine. The Ordinators, the priest-soldiers of the temple, have the duty of keeping worshippers from restoring the old Daedric sites scattered throughout the wastelands and along the rocky coasts and islands of Vardenfell. Now these Ordinators are busy elsewhere, and the old Daedric sites are coming back to life. Some traders reported a ship carrying a few Ordinators has sailed from Molag Mar for Ald Daedroth, but my timid scouts won't dare approach the island. For those who serve Sheogorath the Mad Lord, there is no good or evil, right or wrong, true or false, real or unreal. For them, there is only what they want and what they see. With such carelessness, only the very strong and very lucky cultists survive, while the weak provide sport and amusement for the others. and the spawn of Sheogorath are never twice the same, and each more terrible than the next. When you are sure all Daedroth is safe, then you will return here to me. Then I will accompany you, and together we will cross the water to all Daedroth. If I may pass in safety to the old sanctuary and see the great statue in the inner shrine, then the place is safe for my people. I have not the arts of war, but I have courage. I wager my life against the safety of my people. But if all Daedroth is not safe, if I die on my journey, remember, if I die, you will not be named Ahamusa Nerevarine. Who are you? What do you want? Morrowind is the ancient homeland of the Dunmer people. Once, long ago, this was our land, but now the creatures from the west have come, and the House Dunmer have meekly submitted to their rule. Now, in all the lands of the Morrowind, only the Ashlanders still lead the free, reverent lives of honor of the ancient Dunmer.
Who are you, Outlander? And what are you doing here? I don't know you, Outlander. What are you doing here? Are you here to worship at this foul shrine? No! You are the false incarnate and the devil of lies! You claim to be chosen by Azura and savior of Morrowind, but you curse the tribunal, call them false gods, and turn the people against their true protectors. You are nothing but a dreamer and deceiver and mad servant of the devil Dagoth-Ur, and you must be destroyed.
There is no escape. while you can. There's no escape.
How does it feel to know death is near?
Who are you, Outlander? And what? I don't know you, Outlander. What are you doing here? Are you here to worship at this foul shrine? No! You are the...
Heresy!
How does it feel to know death is near?
How does it feel to know death is near?
Meow. Meow. Are you blind? Ragruzgob's a Khajiit. That's right, Ragruzgob the Khajiit. How do you like my tail? Hey, Ragruzgob likes you. Why you look at Ragruzgob that way? You like Ragruzgob? Ragruzgob likes you. No moon sugar, no secrets. I'm Ragruzgob, the Khajiit. Orc! Ragruzgob is no orc.
You may ask your question, but make it quick.
Well, well, well. What do we have here? Do you have your invitation? Are you a player of the game, or one of the game pieces, or a humble spectator? Some just like to watch. They also serve Sheogorath who stand and clap. Please yourself. Well, well, well. Do you have a game you want to play? Tell me. Your manners are a credit to your upbringing. But there's no need to be so formal. This is a dance. If you want to dance, just pick a partner and start swinging. And if you want me to be your partner, go ahead. You're the guest. Dance with your partner. Swing the axe and mace. Rough and tumble, the spice of life and death. Don't you understand? Do you want to die like a farmer? You're not a player? Just here to be a game piece? Then step right in, pick a partner, and start swinging. I'm sure you'll find someone to accommodate you. Were you summoned? Or do you come of your own free will? It hardly matters. The party is open to all. But make sure you pay your respects to the host. And grab a drink from Lustidrike, over in the corner. Then feel free to mingle with the other guests, to join the dancing, chancing throng. I believe the ones in the gold masks are party crashers, but all are welcome to the Mad God's Mask and Bellicose Ball. What now?
Want a drink, buddy? Got anything you want, so long as it's Sujama. Free drinks, Falah. It's on the house. Only you gotta drink it here. Don't want you drinking and flying out there. Sure, here you go.
Go ahead, it's your move. Were you summoned? Well, well, well. Do you have a game you want to play? Tell me. My goodness, never have I heard such a speech, such a moving tale, such suffering, and right here at our front door. You shame me. Please bring the poor little things here. We won't hurt them. I can't speak for the Ordinators, of course, but I promise my followers will not harm the Ahamusa while they are here at Al-Daedra. Go ahead, it's your move. If you want to be a player, then you want to play with me. Go ahead. You're the guest. You make the... All right, you don't want to dance? Afraid of getting hurt?
Meow.
Well, what have we here?
coward!
Come on, fight!
Fight, coward!
Meow. You may ask your question, but
Go
make
ahead,
it quick.
it's your move. What now?
Back already? Well,
Meow. Got any moon sugar for your pal Ragruzgob? Ragruzgob knows something you'd like. Ragruzgob put it under his pillow for the sugar fairy. Meow. You find Ragruzgob's little secret? Ragruzgob knows you like it. Meow. You like Ragruzgob?
Yes, are you ready now for me to accompany you to Al Daedroth? The Al Daedroth Daedric site is a shrine to Sheogorath, the Mad Lord. The surface ruins are on an island a great distance north as the racer flies. I have not the arts of war, but I am a wise woman and not without power. I can walk upon the water, perhaps not so fast as a great witch warrior, but fast enough. And while we are on our water journey, if you are hero, you will protect me from slaughterfish and other creatures. And if you are not, I shall perish, and you shall not be named Nerevarine. Have you made Al-Daedroth safe for the Ahamusa? Have you dealt with the priest Hlirani Indavel? Are there cultists or creatures of Sheogorath to threaten us? Are there any other dangers that may cause us harm? Remember, to make sure it is safe, I must accompany you to Al-Daedroth and see for myself. If I die on my journey, it is not safe, and you shall not be named Ahamusa Nerevarine. Have you made Al-Daedroth a safe place for the Ahamusa? If I may pass in safety to the old sanctuary and see the great statue in the inner shrine, then the place is safe for my people. If Al-Daedroth is safe, very well. Now I will accompany you to the Daedric shrine on Al-Daedroth. And when you have brought me to the old sanctuary beneath the ruins, and I may see the great statue of Sheogorath in the inner shrine, then I will surely know that you have made Al-Daedroth safe for the Ahamusa, and I will name you Ahamusa Nerevarine. Go ahead, and we will speak further before the great statue. Yes, we are going together to Al-Daedroth, where we will see if you have made it safe for the Ahamusa. I will accompany you until we stand before the great statue, where we will speak further. Hey, wait for me! 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 I have you! Hey, wait for me! Yes, we are going together to Ald Daedroth, where we will see if you have made it safe for... I am accompanying you to Ald Daedroth, where we will see if you have made it safe for the Ahemusa. I will accompany you and... Very well. I will accompany you to Ald Daedroth, and we will speak further when we stand before the great statue. Thank you.
Thank you. You have made a safe place for the Ahemusa. Are you truly the Nerevarine? This will surely be a tale I tell to our children. You are the Nerevarine. You have saved the Ahemusa, and our leader, Sinamumirpal, has named you Nerevarine of the Ahemusa and given you the Madstone. You give us new hope. You have saved the Ahemusa, and perhaps you shall fulfill the Nerevarine prophecies.
The Ahemusa owe you great thanks, Nerevarine, and wish you well. Now that you have found us a safe place, the Ahemusa may once again grow strong. Thank you, Nerevarine. She is the priestess of Ald Daedroth. None of our... I have named you Ahemusa Nerevarine, war leader of the Ahemusa and protector of the people. Nerevarine, quickly! Did you want to meet the Archcanon? The Archcanon is in his private quarters, and he very much wishes to speak with you. But I am to warn you, avoid confrontations with the Ordinators at all costs. The Archcanon has spoken with the High Fane Ordinators, but if you are a wanted criminal, they may try to arrest you. If the blood of faithful servants of the temple is spilled, it will make a reconciliation all that much more difficult. There is a private back entrance to Sarione's private quarters. Perhaps you might also sneak past the Ordinators by stealth or magic. A door on the eastern canal side level leads through a smaller room and into Sarione's private quarters. But the door is always locked, and the Ordinators control the keys. The Archcanon is waiting alone to speak with you in his private quarters. His private quarters are in the southern half of the East Chapel of the High Fane. But there are Ordinators at the entrances to both the East and West Chapels. Ordinators are highly trained, and sneaking past them, even aided by magic, may be very difficult. But if you have any art in stealth or magic, you should use it to avoid trouble.
Thank you for coming. You know the temple's doctrine on the Nerevarine. Perhaps it is time to change that doctrine. We're here to discuss the temple's doctrine on the Nerevarine. The temple must protect the people from false doctrines, and your association with Imperial intelligence makes your motivations and integrity suspect. But you have been chosen, Hortator and Nerevarine, by the Dunmer people, and we have reached a crisis with Dagoth-Ur. We can no longer defend the people against the awakened Sixth House. You and your prophecies may represent our last hope. Our situation is desperate, but I would rather have you hear the details of our situation and the circumstances leading up to that situation from Lord Vivek himself. He has asked to see you. Would you agree to a private meeting with him and hear in person what he has to say? Good. Here are 2 keys. One to the private back entrance to my quarters, the other to a locked entrance to Lord Vivek's palace. I regret that at present the Ordinators are not completely under my control, so for now I'll ask you to avoid confrontations with them. Lord Vivek is expecting you. His lordship is remarkably patient, but perhaps it would be better not to keep him waiting. I understand your concerns, but the Ordinators are a necessity, especially in these troubling times. There is the blight and the return of Dagoth-Ur. There are troubles with the Empire and troubles between the great houses. The temple needs protection in these times, and the Ordinators provide that, even though the Ordinators have failed on occasion. It is rare, but recently, perhaps you could help with one of these failures. There is a cavern, Asimanu, known to those who follow Dagoth-Ur. In this cavern is the robe of Saint Roris, a holy relic. If you can succeed where the Ordinators failed by bringing me the robe, I will speak with Beryl Sala. To get to Asimanu, take the southern road towards Seydanin. After you cross the bridge, you will see swamplands to the south. Go across the swamps and look for an island to the south. Asimanu is on that island. I am Tholer Sarione, the Patriarch of the Temple. I have heard that you claim to be the Nerevarine. I am not sure what to think about this, but I do not trust you, and I will not give you any duties. Ghost Gate is a stronghold that guards the only passage through the Ghost Fence and into the Blighted region. I am a priest of the Tribunal Temple, an intercessor between Almsivi and their worshippers, caretaker of the temple and shrines, and counselor and educator for the... Lord Vivek is expecting you. His lordship is remarkably patient, but perhaps it would be better not to keep him waiting. Almalexia, Vivek, and Sothasil are mortal guardians who walked the earth, defeated the Dunmer's greatest enemies, the Nords and the Dwarves, and achieved divine substance through superhuman discipline and virtue, and through supernatural wisdom and insight. Blessed Almalexia the Warden is one of the 3 immortals, god-kings of Morrowind, a pillar of the tribunal, and the patron of healers and teachers.
I expected you. We have business, you and I.